Zdravo!
I hope it wasn't hard to find me. Nice to meet you. Make yourself comfortable.
Thank you.
My work is over the fortress all the time. That fortress was built in 1478 to protect this area from the Ottoman attack. It's called Clis Hills. That's
Clis Hills.
So that's where the people were farming before. I'm really glad to have you today here.
재밌네.
Look like so. This olive tree, green olives are green. There is no such a variety as a green olive. They're all dark when they ripe. So they can be dark blue, purple, brown, or black, but that's it. The green
Interesting.
Green olive doesn't contain a lot of oil, but it's really rich with polyphenol. Dark olives, ripened olives, double the amount of them than the green ones, but they're not so rich with polyphenol. If you don't have more than 50% of green olives in your batch, you can forget extra virgin quality of your oil. So it's classified by the measuring the amount of polyphenol in it.
Ah, I
olives,
see. So they have more.
Rich with polyphenol. So when I want to plant a new vineyard, I use branches from these ones. And it's much better if you do that because this is growing here for almost at 80 years. This plant memorized in its DNA type of soil when it's growing, type of minerals, altitude where it's growing. Memorize the amount of water it's going to receive, sunlight, and so it makes it more resilient and grows much better because it's native. There is one ingredient in a grape skin that is called tannin. And tannin is giving color to the wine. Red grapes are much higher in tannin level, and that's where you get the dryness in the wine. Like that's why it's like, I'll ask you, like, do you know how the rosé wines are made? Which grapes you use to get rosé?
I thought that they really mix. No.
No,
No.
they're actually made out of red wine.
Ah.
But in fermentation, they remove the skin. And if there's no skin, there's no color in it. So that's why it has that pale pink color, not strong red color.
So your keys. Your keys.
Wow.
This is a traditional kitchen. So it's really simple and really basic to make barbecue here. You have those stands or you have chain because it gives you ability to adjust the heat by adjusting the length of the... So you can get
Pekka.
Pekka. It's a really simple dish because it takes 3 hours to prepare it, but you don't need to steer it. You don't need to be around it. You cover it.
So what's more common to eat with? Is it octopus or pea?
Here for us, it's more like meats
Meat? Oh.
because we are close to the sea, but I have a rooster in a barn. You have goats. You have like veal, lamb, oven. You don't have, or pizza. The friend you met, Luca,
Wow.
is really good at making pizza dough.
Oh.
He's the guy who makes really, really good pizza.
Wow.
So
Can you stay here for a week?
mostly in the summer, this is like the dining room.
Wow.
How long do you have to keep that here to make?
At least 2 years.
Wow.
2 years.
2 years.
2 years to get it like this. And I'm gonna just...
맛있어?
So this is salted, smoked and aged for 2 years. And here we call it prosciutto. In Italy they call it prosciutto.
Yeah.
And in Spain it's jamón. But
Yes. Ah, it's coming.
this oil. So here. And I'm gonna cut prosciutto for real.
이게 더 오래된 건가 보다. 색깔이 달라.
씁쓸하다.
과일 맛이 나지?
이게 좀 더 우리가 원래 먹는 올리브 그냥 별 맛 없는 별 뭐 맛이나 향 같은 게 안 느껴지는 올리브유네.
Are we just smaller versions of a